Bayang magiliw, pelas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiir, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May tilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa ba'y di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwalhati't pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Good morning, dear Xaverians. It's the first day of school, but here on campus, it's so quiet. We're not used to this. I wish you could all be here so I can personally welcome you to this new school year. But it is not to be, and we all know why. A special shout out to all our new students, our transferees from grade 7 to 9. Much more for you. I wish you could be here on campus to see our beautiful place and for you to meet all of us in person. But there will be a time for that. It has been so different this year. It was not only the class of 2020 that had a long summer break. You all did. 4 months. But because of the pandemic, your teachers and administrators at Xavier School hardly had a break because we have been meeting since April to plan this extraordinary school year. We had to decide on a trimestral structure. We had to overhaul the curriculum. We had to conceptualize what we now call Excel, Xavier School e-learning. And we have been rehearsing and preparing so that this day can come, so that we can start this special school year today, July 22. What's going to be different? You've had the orientations, you know that it's going to be online distance learning this year. And maybe some special attitudes are important for you to remember as we begin this school year. Because all of this preparation is really for you, our young people, our young gentlemen, you who are the future of our country. We want your education, we want your learning to continue, even in the midst of a pandemic. So, two things I would ask from you as we begin this school year. First, patience. Be patient with the internet, be patient with technology, all the platforms we are using. At some point, things could slow down, things could go wrong. Just chill, be patient with it. We'll work around it. We'll sort it out. Be patient with your parents and the rest of your household, especially if you feel that the conditions for learning are not ideal. Be patient with your teachers and the school. We are all new to this. We've had education and technology coming together for many, many years. But this time, we're going to do it all day, every day. So again, not everything will be perfect all the time. So be patient with your teachers, administrators, and the school. And perhaps most importantly, be patient with yourself. No, if you cannot keep up right away, if you need some time to adjust to this new environment, especially today and in the coming days, getting used to it. We know it in our heads. It's online learning. But now it's going to start in earnest. You're going to be in school several hours a day, and then you'll have your asynchronous work to do, etc., etc. Be patient with yourself. Related to that, second thing, we need you to become a little more mature, maybe to grow up just a little bit faster. Because of this new context, your teachers, your parents will try our best, but it won't always be possible to watch over you all the time. We need you to learn how to manage yourself, to manage your time. And once the adults see that you can do it, you're doing it very well on your own, there will be less and less nagging or watching over you because there's confidence that you can do it. But that requires a lot of maturity from you in this new context of online learning. Next week we're going to celebrate the feast of St. Ignatius of Loyola. So it's a good time to connect with his spirituality, with the values that we learned from him, like Magis, to do more, to be more, to find God in all things, even in the midst of a pandemic. That is what we aspire for, to bring our holistic approach to education and make it a reality. It's not only about studying and getting all our requirements done. This year is also about our own growth in the spirit, our growth as men, so that you can become the men for others that we want you to be. So patience and maturity. To end my opening remarks, I'd like to introduce to you your new high school administrators. This was announced last December, but I'm not sure you students were really aware that we have new administrators in the high school. I'd like to begin with our new assistant principal for formation. I'm sorry. This one, sorry. Our new assistant principals for academics, Mr. Exxon Yu is still the one for junior high school. He's very familiar to you already. In senior high school, it's Mrs. Lilette Bermejo. For assistant principal for formation, we have our former prefect of discipline, Mrs. Chaveli de la Serna. And finally, our new high school principal, no stranger to you because she was already academic supervisor and assistant principal for senior high school, Mrs. Tess Nebres Ladrido. So I hope you don't give any of them a headache this year, that you will give them your full cooperation. So thank you very much. Have a great year ahead.
Good morning, dear high school students, and welcome to school year 2020-2021, a school year like no other. I'd like to give a special welcome to our grade 7 students who are spending their first day in high school this morning, today. Dear grade 7, I'm sure your first day in high school is something that you will never forget for the rest of your lives. I address you this morning from Xavier School, so some of you probably recognize the spot where I am in. I am at the senior high school atrium, where many students, particularly the senior high school, hang out during their break time. And while the campus is kept very clean and intact, it's just not the same without the presence of the teachers and the students. You who keep the school very much alive. It is just not the same without you. Many things are not the same without you. And in as much as I can't believe that I'm saying this, but I would like to say that I actually miss the noise and the rowdiness of you, our dear students. The first day of school is actually one of the most well-awaited events during the school year because it's one of the few occasions where students actually look forward to coming to school, meeting their classmates, okay, talking about what had transpired over the summer, maybe do some catching up, and it's also an opportunity for the students to meet their new classmates, enter their new sections, and also meet their new teachers. The first day of classes is always marked with a lot of noise, a lot of enthusiasm. And while that's not going to be the case today, because you will not be here physically, I'm sure that your virtual classrooms will still be full of joy and it will still be very lively. When we parted last March, I didn't realize, I'm sure a lot of us never thought that we would start the school year this way. To be very honest, I thought that the pandemic will just probably happen for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then we will be all back to normal. But that is not the case. In a span of a few months, all of us, our reality has changed. Okay? The world was challenged in a span of how many months, in such a pace unimaginable for us several months ago. It's really not going to be the same. And I am sure that I'm not alone when I say that the past 4 months have been an experience like no other, very unusual, very different, but an experience of a lot of losses as well as a lot of gains. The crisis has taken away many things from us. It has taken away many things from you. Your summer vacation, a real and fun summer vacation, the opportunity to bond with friends, to travel locally and internationally, to be able to dine out at restaurants or watch in movie theaters, and for our athletes, the opportunity to play contact sports. The pandemic has taken away many things that bring us joy and meaning. And of course, it was difficult. It was tough and it was painful. But I'd like to believe that even if it took away many things from us, we gained many, many things as well. I believe that aside from weight gain, obviously you can see that from me, weight gain and new hairstyle evident among our students, you have gained new things like some of you have learned how to cook or bake. I'm sure a lot of you now know how to make pandesal and even started your own little enterprise. Some of you have developed new passions and new talents, maybe learn a new musical instrument. So it has really taken a lot of things from us, but it also did bring out the best in us. Some of us, actually a significant number, found ways to help people and communities, okay, who are affected by COVID. And so really, what the pandemic also taught us is it opened our eyes to what really matters in life, and it really helped widen our perspective. When I was still an English teacher, that was many, many years back, I used to teach the story excerpt from Isaac Asimov. The title was The Fun They Had. I'm not sure if the present English teachers still remember this, but I'm sure the old ones will. And the story is a sci-fi, a futuristic story about how students in the future learn primarily through the use of computers, robots, and artificial intelligence. And how my students then and I marveled at the idea and the thought of that. I didn't realize and I never imagined that I'd come to live to see that day happen. And that day is today, the start of Excel. And so as we begin the Excel journey today, I would like to say that you are part of history, not only of Xavier School, but of the country and perhaps the world. You are the pioneers of virtual environment, of virtual learning in Xavier School, and you are making a big difference. You are making the seemingly impossible possible. And what a great opportunity and responsibility it entails. I hope that our new structure and learning environment will enable learning, service, creativity, and innovation, okay, to continue to grow during our time online as it did among our teachers, especially during the summer break. As early as April, your teachers have been working extra hard to prepare for Excel. I witnessed how teachers, each of them, has painstakingly created instructional materials, developed new curriculum, learned new tools, and attended workshops and webinars of all sorts. The work was daunting, stressful, and tough, as if we were building a new school. And to a certain extent, that is true. Your teachers have given blood, sweat, and tears in ensuring that they give you the best possible education despite the constraints and limitations and challenges. But I am sure that despite all our efforts, many things will still fail. There will still be difficulties and struggles. So please, like what Father Ari said, be patient. Many things will be new. Mistakes will happen. There will be glitches in technology. I'm sure some of you are experiencing it now or or experienced it yesterday. But as always, we teachers will be here to guide you in the same way as we hope that you will continue to respect us, your teachers, and give your very, very best. So in closing, I just have two main requests. Father Ari made his request this morning, and I will also have my request. And that is for one is for you, dear students, to learn as much as you can, to make most out of the opportunity to attend classes despite the pandemic, a chance and a gift that not many are given. You have reliable tech tools and brilliant teachers in your midst. Please do not ever take these for granted. And second, I challenge all of you to dare to care every day, all the time, for others and for yourself. We need one another's support, compassion, understanding, and patience to get through these difficult times. It is this care that will sustain us. Really, we need one another now more than ever. I have great faith in the goodness, adaptability, flexibility, and optimism that exists among the Xavier community, specifically among you, our Xavier students. A Xavier's strength has always been his strong mind and even stronger heart. Truly, you are men of competence and character. So to end, we know how much you miss school and how much you miss your teachers, and we also miss you very much. Please believe us, we really miss you very much. And please know that even if you are away from us physically, we will be always here for you. Your teachers will always be here for you. So I want you to watch this short video, which will hopefully serve as a constant reminder that we are here, always supporting you. You will always have us, And we, all of us teachers, await the day when we can smile at you in person, give you green slips personally, okay? Perhaps shake your hands and give you a warm, big hug. So as the school year begins, again, let us all continue to be faithful to our goal and mission, Luchat Lux, and let your light shine even brighter. Good morning, dear students.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought you down to your knees. That I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me, no one could ever see me. Seems you're the only one who knows what it's like to be me. Someone to face the day with, make it through all of the rest with. Someone I always laugh with, even at my worst, my best with you. Yeah. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Your Student Council President. It has truly been a long summer, longer than any of us have ever experienced. For some of us, it may have passed really quickly, maybe a bit too fast, while for others, it may have seemed really long and draggy. Nonetheless, here we are back in school, or at least this year's learning management system, and in some way, we always find our way back to Savior. Anyways, with how the world is right now, has been absolute shambles, I still wanted to openly and excitedly welcome you all to the new school year. I know that things are hard right now. The pandemic has really turned each and every one of our lives upside down, and we seem to have no clue if things will ever go back to normal. Many of us have our apprehensions, our rants about this year's setups, mostly because they're going to be really unfamiliar. Some of us are asking, bruh, how's this year even gonna work? Or, jumping the gun and saying, dude, online setups are gonna suck. Really, our lives have become one big uncertainty. Many of us are also left to search for new ways to fulfill ourselves. Some of us choosing to get jacked, baking, and really just doing all of these sorts of things that we never would have even tried were it not for this pandemic. If anything is clear, this year will be a big practice of adapting and coping with the new normal that we are set to live in. Not only do our lives continue to seem turbulent, but so do the lives of others and our society as a whole. I'm sure you've all heard about the many ways our government has chosen to disappoint its citizens with some of the most inappropriately timed and just preposterous decisions, such as trying to name the national boat, trying to change the name of NAIA, or even in more serious decisions, the denial of ABS-CBN franchise. Overall, this has really created a scene of political turmoil. Altogether, with this new normal that challenges each and every one of us, and with our surroundings being so hectic, I think each and every one of you can agree with me that our mental health has been challenged. I know I'm not the only one who's ended up staying past 5 a.m. wondering what the heck is up. And I know I'm not the only one that's felt alone. Now, why do I keep mentioning all this sad stuff? Considering all of these things, I want to be able to discuss the thrust that the SEEB have decided for this school year. That is, valuing one's wellness as we brave uncharted waters. I've mentioned to a slightly great length all the hardships and difficulties that we all face and will continue to face this year. Throughout all of this, we want to be able to help you adapt to the new normal, voice out what you believe in, and most of all, take care of yourself. Now, this will come about in many ways, but what we believe in the most is in being able to help you share your own experience, really through articulating what you've been through. We believe that through this openness towards discussion and sharing, we may each express ourselves better and understand one another. At the core of our thrust this school year is the idea of cura personalis, care for the entire person. Now, I know that the Xaverian spirit promotes a lot of outward service through its service interactions, GK builds, and many more activities, which isn't a bad thing. However, this year, we really want to focus inwards. Before any of us can help others, we must first help ourselves. So yes, eat ice cream, dance around your room, cry if you need to. Do the things you need to do in order to take care of yourself. And with that, help us, the Student Council, to better understand what you are going through and what those around you are going through as well. Let us all take care of each other and make it through this pandemic in the best way we can. Feeling okay, and knowing that each and every one of us is not alone. Once again, I'd like to stress, valuing one's wellness is of utmost importance as we brave the uncharted waters ahead. Good shit looks, and I'll see you all online.
I'm late.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. and the start of a bright day.
Welcome back to school, boys!
Ice cream, bring that ice, boy. Walk in, know that side, yeah. They can't tell me why. Word, I don't even need no lies. Ayy, got my own little spy. Ayy, look me in my eyes, yeah. All your dreams gon' die. Word, same old day with the same old flow, with the same old life, with the same don't know. I don't pay no mind. Ayy, I don't pay no mind. Ayy, no they want my time. Ayy, no I'm on my grind. Ayy.
Liquid means rewind, the gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Yeah. Look, I I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy. They trying to take away from a nigga. And we up with the kid and pray for you. And I got girls in real life trying to fuck up my day. Stuff going online, that ain't part of my day. I got real shit popping with my family too. I got niggas that can never leave Canada too. I got 2 mortgages, 30 million in total. I got niggas that is still trying to fuck me over. I got rap niggas that I gotta act like I like. But my acting days are over, f***ing niggas for life, yeah. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy. Trying to take away from a nigga. And we with the kid and pray for a nigga. I'm off this one.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might looking got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now a nigga can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, these niggas salty. I been ballin' on these niggas. Now I be ball on these niggas.
Sit up, never like you know it's special packet with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven. Wait. Hey. Woo. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for a nigga. She let it clap for a nigga. And she throw it back for a nigga. Yeah, she throw it back for a nigga. Michael Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I walk in the spot, 30 on me. Buy at the club, niggas know that I'm paid. I'm a thot.
Trap House Mob.
Okay, so that's it for today's training, Dance X. I'll see you next online training next week. Okay, let's do our cheer. Martin, Kaiser, lead the cheer.
Dance X, what is our mission?
Regroup the conscious for excellence and inspire the dance.
The goal.
To win.
Our purpose.
To be the best that we can be.
Reason.
Inspire.
Dance X.
Dance X.
Ears sunshine.
Hi, boys.